Hello everybody! My name is Tanja and I'm a designer for products, space and models in Freiburg, Germany. That means the focus of my designs are a mixture between furniture, space, object, scenography and art. And for that I'm also having a creative, handy aspect as I'm building objects and models out of totally different materials. Yes, and as a designer, I'm also sometimes thinking about problems our society has. And one problem we probably all know is we don't have any time. So if we're looking closer to that, I think the biggest waste of time is the spatial movement. That means from home to work, from work to sports, from sports to bar, or whatever. So my idea is to take away the spatial movement and combine it with multitasking. And for that, I've created a really giant object. The time-saving machine. You can do everything at the same time without moving in space. For sleeping, you just put down the backrest. For working, you put it into the upright position. Working today just works over writing emails and tablets or whatever. So here is a tablet for communication and working, and also for controlling the whole machine and to communicate with other persons. So in combination with the VR helmet, you can make a conference with people in Hong Kong and you really have the feeling to be there. There is also included a daylight lamp, which gives you the impression of whatever light you need. And here's the pattern hand who gets to your shoulder and says, "You're really a great person, you've done a great job." The VR helmet and the tablet is also for other communication things. So if you want to meet with friends, you can go to a virtual cinema, you can drink a beer together, or you can even beam yourself to Peru on a mountain. You just need to imagine what kind of savings of emissions that means in times of climate change. The VR helmet also has other functions. That means in combination with the sports tool, you can be in Peru on a mountain and you really have the feeling that you're going up a mountain. Of course, the sports tool also has other functions, like you can do different kind of sports, and in combination with the VR helmet, you can beam yourself into a virtual fitness studio. I mean, sports together makes more fun than doing it alone, or? So we find here the protein bar production. It consists of two parts. That's on the one hand the plant touch for insects and worms, and on the other hand the plant touch for hydrocultures. Both is produced to protein bars on the inner part of the machine, here, and it comes in handy portions to the hand of the person who's sitting in there. Of course, in a tag of the optimized nutrition plan. There's also some fresh water which comes here in the high of the mouth. The fresh water tank is underneath and the old water is on the other side. For exchanging the components, the platform is driving to the docking station. That means the change of all the components is there, and also the interaction with other time-saving machines works over that docking station. Another time-consuming factor we have in our life is hygiene. You need to imagine how much time you spend a day just by going to the toilet. An average person goes about 7 times a day to the toilet. If you just count 5 minutes for one toilet, that's about 40 minutes. For women it's 45 because they need 8 times a day. And if we count another 5 minutes for writing WhatsApp messages or whatever you do on a toilet, that's even 1 hour and 20 minutes. Not to mention the rest of the time for hygiene. That's why we have an infrared toothbrush up here and we have a toilet included underneath. If you use that toilet, the seat is opening in the middle, you can do your job, and for cleaning there's an aqua clean included. Yeah, and if you see that, you see another object. Yes, that is a point which is in our life very important. It's satisfaction. Luckily, sex toys aren't today any taboo anymore. I would say they replace efficiently some parts of the human body. So there is a satisfaction tool here for women or whatever, and in combination with the hand, It's probably also for men, or whatever. An optimized future life. And as we do today, here is also the disk for data acquisition. Our person here has left over 4 hours and 11 minutes just by doing everything at the same time. That's about 17.1% of the day, which you can, of course, also spend in the machine. If we count now of an average working day with 8 hours, that's even about 50% more working time. And as time is money, that's about 50% more income. Money spoils the character, but what does it mean if emotional feelings doesn't mean anything anymore? It's just enough to work out. Probably autism, which today is considered as an abnormal development thing. In future time, it's totally typical for people, and it's not unusual anymore. The human being becomes in a machine to a machine. The final stage of acceleration as an absolutely standstill. And for everybody who has still enough joy to laugh about this really manual creativity, give me a thumb up. And for everybody who wants to hear more, I'm also offering this as a lecture or a short lecture to introduce in events, lecture days, company celebrations, or whatever. So ciao!